Well, one day I'll make it past the 50th floor, but it's not today. So, what's happening in the news? Well, a lot is happening, and it's been a little while. I don't know if I've even been on this year, but I'm back. And, well, today the interesting thing we're going to be talking about is Greenland. Let me show what it looks like here. This is actually from the CIA World Factbook. Also, side note, if you're looking for good, mostly public domain stuff, might be a good place to check out. Anyway, this is what Donald Trump wants. The frozen wasteland of Greenland. Why? Now, there's a couple different theories as to why. There's basically no one here. As you can tell, the capital right here, marked by this star, is Nuuk. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that. It's 57,000 people, give or take, in this entire island. Roughly the size of the Louisiana Purchase. Making it one of the, if we were to purchase it or take it, one of the biggest land acquisitions in history. So there's a couple different reasons why Trump wants it. There's mineral rights and oil rights. Lots of minerals along the coast here and inland. But you can't, anything pretty much in the ice sheets, pretty much just useless. You'll never get to it, at least not in our lifetime. Even if all the ice melts, Greenland's last to fall. So, none of that's really worth it. We have a base here, just outside of Thule, called Pifik. I don't know. It's Thule Space Force Base. Let's just go with that. So, that's basically it. Not a big base. I think it was maybe 1,000 soldiers there, something like that. So, we already have a military presence there that's supposedly looking out for, the Russians and the Chinese and other, I don't know, nuclear missiles flying over the pole, because that's one of the things, is it's quicker to send a nuclear missile from Russia over in the North Pole than it would be to go, sideways, laterally around the planet. It's just quicker. It's shorter distance. So that's why we're there. That's probably why we had the base there in the first place. We had more bases, but after the Cold War, we started closing them down. Well, for some reason, Trump says that bases aren't enough. He wants more. So, the only thing I can think of is he wants to control shipping lanes. That's the real reason. He wants to control the shipping lanes around it, because eventually trade routes across the North Pole are going to be very lucrative. As the ice melts, you can send more and more ships and trade with China far more effectively. That's my understanding of why he's probably going for this. There's a couple other theories. You get the conspiracy theories that Greenland is home to the opening to the center of the Earth. So somewhere in there you could find, the lost city of Atlantis or who knows what. But the old theory of the hollow Earth has a lot to do with Greenland. So if you're a conspiracy theorist, maybe Trump knows that something's down there and he wants control of it. Maybe. I mean, granted, it's probably not true, but you never know these days. I've seen a lot of conspiracy theories come out to be real these days. It's kind of sad. So, what other reason? Simple territorial acquisition. I must admit, I'm not really for it, and I'm still for it. Like, if he was to get it, I wouldn't vote against it. I mean, I wouldn't probably be okay with, just taking it, but, there's a part of me that likes conquest, and so if it were to happen, I wouldn't shed a tear. I wouldn't protest. I wouldn't be like, oh no. I'd be like, I guess I gotta vote yes for this. That's the real thing. I don't know what Trump's really thinking here. I can't figure it out. He knows for sure, even if he gets Greenland to say yes and agree to it, Congress would have to approve a new state or a new territory to be added into the Union. So, do you really think you're going to get 2/3 of Congress to agree to do this? I mean, we have a majority, but not that big of one. How is this going to happen? Could he just simply sign a treaty and make it so? I just don't think so. Granted, he probably wouldn't be the first president to do that. I believe the Louisiana Purchase was made and approved by the president before it actually went through Congress. Let's actually take a look at that and find out here. Let me go back to me. Okay, so from history.state.gov, when the news of the sale, Napoleon decided to sell it. Obviously, the Louisiana Purchase is from France. That's why when you go to New Orleans, you have a lot of French speakers. Originally, France owned it. They were going to sell it for $15 million. President Jefferson was like, oh, I like this, but I don't have any specific power to do this, according to the Constitution. So, he just decided to do it anyway. They were going to pass a constitutional amendment to validate the purchase, but they just didn't bother. He just bought it. So, wow. That is honestly pretty amazing. You just decide one day, hey, I'm going to double the size of the country. I'm just going to add people in, you know? I mean, you added in Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, most of Montana and Wyoming, North Dakota, most of South Dakota, even parts of Minnesota, sort of parts of northern Texas and New Mexico, and half of Colorado. I mean, that's a lot of land. All right, so did he have any... I want to just one thing before I close this out. Did he have any trouble once he actually bought it? Let's see. All right, so they had to ratify a treaty. And he got 24 to 7. So, yeah, 2/3, obviously, majority. So how much could a simple treaty be? Treaty ratification, USA. 2/3 voters on the Senate. I just don't think Trump can get that. I just don't. I really think that he's not going to be able to get 2/3 majority of anything to happen. Trump could be trying to buy the cure for cancer, and the Democrats would say no. That's how much they hate him. So this is just not going to happen. I want to know how he's going to make this work. Maybe he's going to bribe a few congressmen to, vote this way, and he might have some success at that. I mean, let's be honest, they're not really known for their morals, but I just don't think he's going to get enough. Even if he gets this treaty signed, if he gets them to accept the greatest deal ever, I mean, is the Senate going to vote for it? I just don't think so. Much as I would like this to be true, and I'm all for increasing the size of America and growing the country and strengthening the United States. I mean, I can't really say I'm for taking it. I mean, why take it? It's not necessary. We could take the entire northern half of Greenland, and no one would care because no one would be able to get there. No one lives there. What, like 5 people? You just go around them. Be like, okay, well, you guys over there, bye. I mean, no one's gonna. There's nothing there to stop you, except Denmark. And what do they do? Send one guy over? The UK sent one guy? What are they doing? Paperwork? Maybe Trump's goal this whole time was to get them to be serious about Greenland's defense. And if it is the greatest play ever, because I still don't believe that's to be true. But if it is, it's the greatest play ever because he convinced everybody it wasn't his goal and made everyone do what he wanted. Which, if he's that good, he's that good. Trump could do that. I could easily see that being possible. He just wanted them to defend Greenland and us not have to pay for it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we take Greenland? I mean, would anyone stop us? I guarantee if you gave the offer he's giving them is like $1 million per person in Greenland. And that's not even a lot of money, really. What is that? Let's see. There's 57,000 people there. If he gave every one of them $1 million, it would only cost us $57 billion to buy that island. Yeah, I'd buy an island for $57 million too. Billion. But $57 billion with the B is not that much. Trump could take that out of the tariff money and buy it, which is probably what he's thinking of doing. He's probably going to make a formal offer soon and say, I will give every citizen of Greenland, man, woman, and child, $1 million American dollars to sign over the country to me. And honestly, if I lived in Greenland and I was still opposed to it, I'd be like, I don't know, it is America. They could take us if they wanted. But they're offering $1 million if we just go, yep, it's cool. I'd probably take it. It sure beats eating seal every day. By then, with $1 million, I could fly steak in from New York. Yeah. I'd take the deal. But hey, what do I know? I'm just some guy. What do you guys think? Should they take it? Should they sell? Should they let themselves be invaded? Should we take it? Should Denmark just give up? I mean, they were trying to get Greenland to sort of become independent anyway. If they make this choice, that's their choice, right? Granted, most people in Greenland don't want it, but things change when money gets involved. $1 million is a lot. And that's probably not even the final offer. Have a blessed day, everybody. I'll see you next time.